Hello, my wonderful friend. Welcome to the VUS Learning English podcast. I am so happy you are here today. My name is Anna, and I will be your guide on this learning journey. Today, we have a very special episode. We are going to learn 10 new words, but these are not just any words. These are smart words, powerful words, words that can help you at your job. They can change how people at work see you. They can help you feel more respected and more confident. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me today. I know your time is precious, and it means the world to me that you are here. If you enjoy our time together, please think about following or subscribing. This helps our little community grow. It helps other English learners just like you find our podcast. And I have a small question for you. Where are you listening from today? Are you in Indonesia or India? Maybe you are in Bangladesh. I love to imagine you all listening from your beautiful countries. It makes me feel connected to you. Okay, are you comfortable? Are you ready to begin? Let's learn together. Word number 1, proactive. Let's start with our first word. Our first word is a very powerful word. It is a word that shows you are a leader. The word is proactive. Proactive. This word is very special in the world of work. It helps you in your career. It is the opposite of being reactive. What does reactive mean? Reactive means you wait for a problem to happen. A problem appears, and then you fix it. This is being reactive. But proactive is different. Proactive means you think about problems before they happen. You do not wait for the problem to come to you. You go to the problem first. You stop it before it gets big. This is a very powerful way to think. Let's imagine a story. Imagine 2 people at a company. Their names are Tom and Maria. Tom is reactive. Maria is proactive. Their boss says, "Next month we have a big project. It will be very busy." Tom hears this and thinks, "Okay, I will work hard when the project starts." He is waiting. He is being reactive. Maria hears this and thinks differently. She thinks, "A big project is coming. What problems could happen?" She thinks, "Maybe we will not have enough time. Maybe we need more help." So Maria makes a plan. She thinks about the problems before they start. She is being proactive. Now let's think about the words we use. Many people use simple phrases. They say things like, "I'll get ahead of it." Or, "Don't worry, I'm on top of that." Or maybe, "We should think about that soon." These phrases are okay. They are common, but they are not very strong. They are a little weak. They sound passive. They do not show a real plan. They do not make your boss or your team feel 100% confident. It sounds like you are just trying not to have problems. Now let's use our new word. Let's use proactive. The meaning is simple. It means you control a situation. You make something happen. You do not wait and just react. Listen to the change. It is a big change. Instead of saying, "I'll get ahead of it," imagine saying this: "I'm taking a proactive approach to this project. I have already scheduled a meeting to discuss our plan." Wow, can you feel the difference? It sounds so much stronger. It sounds so much more professional. Here is another example. Your team is worried about delays. Instead of saying, "We should think about that," you can say, "Let's be proactive about possible delays. I have a plan for what to do if we are slow." This is the language of a leader. The word proactive is more than just a word. It shows how you think. It tells your coworkers that you do not wait for bad things to happen. You think ahead. You are a strategic thinker. You plan for challenges. You help create good results. You do not just fix problems, you prevent them. This is a very important quality. Leaders think about tomorrow, not just today. When you use the word proactive, you show that you have this mindset. You show that you are in control. You show that you are ready. You are not just a worker, you are a leader in the making. And that feels wonderful, doesn't it? You can do this. You can be proactive. And you can use this word. Word number 2, elaborate. This word is a beautiful tool. It helps you ask for more information in a very professional way. The word is elaborate. Elaborate. Think about this situation. You are in a meeting. Your coworker says something, but it is not clear. It is vague. You do not understand completely. What do most people say? Maybe they say, "What do you mean?" Or, "I don't get it." Or sometimes just, "Huh?" These questions are okay, but they can sometimes sound a little bit negative. "What do you mean?" Can sound like you're angry or challenging them. "I don't get it" puts the problem on you. It can make you sound a little slow. This is not true. You are smart. These phrases can make the other person feel a little defensive. They might feel a little bad. Now, let's try our new wonderful word, elaborate. To elaborate means to give more details, to explain something more fully. It is a kind and elegant way to ask for more information. It is an invitation. Let's imagine you are in that meeting again. Your manager says, "We are going to change our marketing plan for the third quarter." The third quarter means the months of July, August, and September. Instead of saying, "What do you mean?" you can say this. "That sounds interesting. Could you elaborate on which parts of the plan will change?" Can you hear how different that sounds? It is so respectful. It is so professional. Let's try another one. A person on your team says, "I think our process is not very good." Instead of just asking, "How?" you can say, "I agree we can improve. Could you elaborate on the problems you have seen?" When you say, "Could you elaborate?" you are showing respect. You are saying, "Your idea is good. I want to hear more." It is a team-building question, not a critical one. You are not saying, "Your idea is bad." You are saying, "Your idea has started well. Please tell me the rest." This makes you look like a great listener, someone who cares about details. Using elaborate also makes you seem like a leader. Leaders are good at helping people share their ideas. You are helping the conversation. You are making it more useful. You are not confused. You are asking for more specific information. The word is very neutral. It does not have emotion. This is good because people will not misunderstand you. So, next time you want to say, "I don't understand," stop for a moment, take a breath, and then say, "Could you elaborate on that, please?" Watch what happens. The conversation will feel different. It will feel more positive, and you will feel more confident. You are not just a listener. You are a guide for the conversation. And that is a wonderful feeling. Word number 3, leverage. Our third word is very interesting. You might hear it a lot in business. Sometimes people use it too much. But when you use it correctly, it is a very smart word. It shows that you think like a strategist. The word is leverage. Leverage. First, let's think about the simple words it can replace. People often say things like, we should use our good customers, or let's take advantage of the new computer program, or we need to rely on the marketing team's knowledge. The word use is very plain. It is a simple word. It does not show special thinkings. The phrase take advantage of can sometimes sound a little negative, like you are using something in a bad way. And rely on can make you sound a little weak, like you cannot do it yourself. These words are okay. They work, but they do not show that you are trying to get the biggest success possible. This is why leverage is so much better. What is a lever? In science, a lever is a tool. It helps you lift something very heavy. With a small push on a long lever, you can move a giant rock. You use a small effort to make a big result. This idea is why the word is so powerful in business. To leverage something means to use it for the maximum biggest advantage. Let's change our sentences from before, listen to the power, instead of we should use our good customers. You can say, we need to leverage our existing customer base to make our launch a big success. It sounds so much more strategic. Here's the next one. Instead of, let's take advantage of the new software, you can say, this is our chance to leverage the new software to become much faster and better. And the last one, instead of, we'll rely on the marketing team, you can say, the best way forward is to leverage the marketing team's amazing knowledge. Do you feel that change? Leverage means you're not just using a thing. You're using it in a very smart way. You're using it to create a huge positive result. It shows that you see the full potential. Now, a small warning. People sometimes say this is a buzzword. A buzzword is a word that becomes very popular and is used too much. To avoid this problem, use leverage in the right way. You do not leverage a pencil. That sounds silly. You leverage big things. You leverage things that are not physical objects. Things like information, relationships with people, a good brand name, a special skill. You leverage a strength to create a big success. When you use leverage correctly, you show everyone that you are a strategist. You do not just see the tools you have, you see how to use them together to make something amazing happen. You are not just doing the work. You are making the work more powerful. You are a multiplier, and that is a very valuable person to be. Word number 4, mitigate. Here we are at word number 4. This word is so important. It is for anyone who makes plans or leads a team. This word changes you from a person who fixes problems to a person who reduces risk. The word is mitigate. Mitigate. Let's think about how people usually talk about problems at work. The language is often negative. It can sound stressful. We hear things like, we need to fix this problem now. Or how are we going to deal with this situation? Or we have to reduce the damage from this mistake. Words like fix or deal with mean a problem is already here. It has already exploded. And now everyone is stressed. Everyone is trying to clean up the mess. This language creates anxiety. This is why mitigate is such a better word. It is more sophisticated. It is more strategic. To mitigate something means to make it less bad, less severe, less serious, less painful. It is about reducing the negative effect of something. Mitigate does not promise a perfect world with no problems. It knows that problems and risks are normal. But it says, we are smart. We can take action. We can make the problem smaller. Let's see this word in a real situation. Imagine your team is creating a new phone app. New apps sometimes have small problems called bugs. Instead of saying, we have to fix all the bugs before people get angry, you could say this. We have a plan to mitigate the risk of bugs. We will do 3 rounds of testing, and our support team will be ready to help customers. This sounds so calm, so professional, so in control. Here is another example. Imagine your project might have less money soon. The budget might be cut. Instead of saying, we have to deal with this budget cut, you could say, let's create a strategy to mitigate the impact of the budget cut on our main goals. Using the word mitigate does a few wonderful things for you. First, it shows you are professional and calm. You're not panicking. You are thinking clearly. This is the language of a true leader, a steady hand. Second, it shows you are a realistic person. You understand that work and business are not perfect. There will always be risks. You are not promising a perfect result. You are promising that you will manage the imperfect situation in a smart way. This is much more believable, and it builds trust. Finally, mitigate is a word of action. It makes you think about a plan. When you say, let's mitigate the risk, the next question is, how? You start talking about real actions, contingency plans, quality checks, extra support. So the next time you talk about a problem, try to use this word. Try to talk about how to mitigate the risk. It will change the feeling of the conversation. It will change it from a conversation of fear to a conversation of strategy, control, and confidence. You have this power. We are halfway through our list of 10 words. You are doing an amazing job. I hope you can already feel how these small word changes can make a big difference. They can help you feel stronger and more confident. If you are finding this lesson helpful, if you want more lessons like this to help your career and your English, please take just 1 second to press the subscribe or follow button. It is free for you, and it helps me know that you are enjoying our time together. It helps me to keep creating these lessons for you. Thank you for that. Okay, let's get back to our list. We have 5 more amazing words to learn. Let's continue. Word number 5, bandwidth. Our 5th word is a modern word. It is a kind of professional jargon. But when you use it in the right way, it is an amazing word. It helps you talk about your time and energy in a respected way. The word is bandwidth. Bandwidth. First, how do people normally talk about being busy? They say things like, I don't have time for that, or I'm too busy, or I'm totally swamped. These phrases are honest, but they can sound a little negative. They can sound like a complaint. Saying I'm too busy can make it sound like you are not happy. Saying I'm swamped creates a picture of a person who is drowning in work. This is not a confident or professional picture. These phrases are about the personal feeling of being busy. Now let's use our new smart word, bandwidth. In the world of work, bandwidth is your ability to take on new work. It is your capacity. The word comes from technology. It describes how much information can travel through a connection. It is a brilliant metaphor for your work life. Let's see the difference it makes. Imagine your manager asks you to start a new project, but you are already very, very busy. Instead of saying, "Sorry, I'm swamped," you could say this: "I would love to help with that, but I have limited bandwidth right now. Could we talk about my other tasks? Maybe we can move something to make space for this new project." This is so powerful. It is amazing. Let's try one more. Imagine you are a manager. You are talking about your team. Instead of, "My team has no time," you could say, "Right now, the team does not have any available bandwidth. If this new project is the number one priority, we will need to look at our other work and make some changes." Using bandwidth is smart for a few reasons. First, it is not personal. It is objective. It is not about your feelings. It is a calm statement about your available work capacity. It turns a no from a complaint into a strategic conversation. Second, it invites a good discussion, a discussion about priorities. You are not just saying no. You are saying, "My time is full with these important things. If you want to add a new thing, let's decide together what is most important." This is very professional. It is very collaborative. You are working together as a team. Finally, it makes you sound like a manager of your own work. You are not just doing a list of tasks. You are managing a portfolio of projects. You are thinking about how to use your resources. And your most important resource is your time and your energy. Bandwidth is a short, respectful, and strategic way to talk about your work capacity. It shows that you value your time, and it helps others value your time too. Word number 6, actionable. This next word is like a secret weapon. It helps you turn talk into action. It helps you turn information into real progress. The word is actionable. Actionable. Think about how we usually talk about good information. We say things like, "That's useful information," or "This is some good data," or "These are good takeaways from the meeting." These are nice things to say, but they are also a little weak. The words useful, good, and interesting are very general. They do not say why the information is good. In business, we do not learn information for fun. We learn information to make better choices, to take better actions. This is why the word actionable is so important. If something is actionable, it means you can take action based on it. It is information that you can use right away to get a result. Let's look at an example. Your team did a survey. They asked customers some questions. Now you have a report with the answers. Instead of saying, "This report has some useful info," you could say, "Thank you for this report. It has several actionable insights. We can use them to make our customer experience better." Actionable insights. That is a wonderful phrase. It means ideas you can act on. Here's another example. You are in a meeting. Someone is showing a lot of data and numbers. Instead of thinking, "So what does this mean?" you can ask a powerful question. You can ask, "This is a great analysis. What are the key actionable takeaways for our team?" When you use the word actionable, you change your role in the room. You are not just a person who receives information. You are a strategic thinker. You are focused on results. You are always thinking, "What can we do with this information?" This is a very valuable way to think. Using the word actionable tells everyone that you have this mindset. And there is another benefit. When you start asking for actionable ideas, You help your whole team think better. You encourage them to connect their work to real business results. You become the person who makes sure meetings lead to decisions, not just more meetings. Start asking for actionable insights. Start looking for actionable takeaways. You will quickly be known as someone who gets things done, someone who turns talk into real positive change. Word number 7, circle back. Our 7th phrase is your best friend in a busy meeting. It is a polite and professional way to control the conversation. The phrase is circle back. 2 words, circle, back. Circle back. First, let's think about the other ways people do this. How do people delay a topic in a meeting? They say things like, let's talk about that later. Or, we can't talk about that now. Or, that's off topic. These can work, of course, but they can also sound a little rude. They can sound dismissive. Let's talk about that later is vague. When is later? Will you forget? That's off topic can make the other person feel embarrassed. It feels like you are correcting them in front of everyone. This is why circle back is so much better. It is a soft and respectful way to say, that is a good point. Let's talk about it at a better time. Imagine you are leading a meeting. You have a clear plan, an agenda. But someone brings up a different topic. It is an important topic, but it is not on the agenda for today. Instead of saying, that's not what we are talking about, you can say this. That's a very important point, Sarah. I want to give it the time it needs. Can we circle back to it after this meeting? Or I can talk with you this afternoon. This is so effective and so kind. Here is another situation. Someone asks you a question, but you do not know the answer right now. Instead of feeling worried, you can answer with confidence. You can say, that is a great question. I need to check some numbers to give you the correct answer. Let me circle back with you before the end of the day. Circle back is wonderful for 2 main reasons. First, it makes the other person feel good. It says, I heard you. Your idea is important. You are validating them. Second, it shows that you are an organized person. The image of a circle is important. A circle is complete. It has no end. When you say you will circle back, you are making a promise to return to the topic. It buys you time, but it does so in a graceful, organized way. But there is one very, very important rule. You must keep your promise. If you say you will circle back, you must do it. Write it down. Do not forget. Follow up on every single circle back promise you make. When you do this, you build a powerful reputation. You become known as a person who is reliable, organized, and respectful of other people's ideas. This is a wonderful reputation to have. Word number 8, straightforward. Our 8th word is a very smart word. It is a much better word than a very common word we all use. That common word is easy. Our new better word is straightforward. Straightforward. Think about how many times we use the word easy at work. We say things like, don't worry, the process is pretty easy. Or, this should be an easy task for you. Or, it was an easy fix. We say easy because we want to be helpful and encouraging. But this word has hidden problems. First, what is easy for you might be difficult for another person. If you say a task is easy and then your coworker has trouble with it, they might feel bad. They might feel like they are not smart. You did not want to make them feel that way, but it happened. Second, when you talk about your own work, calling it easy can make it seem less valuable. If the fix was so easy, why was your work important? It devalues your skills. This is why straightforward is a much smarter and safer word. Something that is straightforward is not complicated. It is clear. The steps are logical. Here's the important difference. Easy is about effort, how much work it takes. Straightforward is about complexity, how confusing it is. A task can be straightforward, but still take a lot of time and effort. Let's change our old sentences. You are explaining a new process to a coworker. Instead of saying, it's an easy process, you can say, the process is quite straightforward. I wrote down the 3 main steps for you here. You are giving a task to someone on your team. Instead of, this should be easy for you, you can say, I think this task will be fairly straightforward because it is very similar to the report we did last month. You are talking about a problem you solved. Instead of, it was an easy fix, you can say, the solution was straightforward after we found the real cause of the problem. It is a small change in words, but it is a big change in meaning. Straightforward is a respectful word. It describes the task, not the person. You are not judging their skill. You are telling them that the path is clear. You are saying, there are no hidden surprises here. And when you say your own work was straightforward style, it sounds more professional. It sounds like your knowledge and skill made the path clear. You are someone who brings clarity. You make complicated things simple, and that is a very valuable skill. Word number 9, on board. We are almost at the end of our list. Our 9th word is a modern and active word. It means to help someone or something become part of a team or system successfully. It is much more professional than just saying train. The word is on board. On board. Let's think about the normal words we use. We often say things like, we need to train the new employees. Or, how do we get everyone started with the new software? Or, yes, we need to get him up to speed. These phrases are okay, but they're only one part of the picture. Train sounds like you are just giving information to someone. Get up to speed is very informal. These phrases do not show the whole process of helping someone join a team and feel welcome and ready. This is where onboard is so much better. The word comes from the idea of bringing a new person onto a ship. Now it means bringing a new person into a company, or bringing a new tool into a team's workflow. It means there is a full process, a plan to make the new person or new tool successful for the long term. Let's listen to the new upgraded sentences. A manager is talking about new workers. Instead of, we are training the new hires, the manager can say, we have a full plan to onboard our new hires next week. The plan includes training, meeting the team, and learning about our company's goals. This sounds so much more organized, so much more thoughtful. Let's try an example with technology. A team has a new computer program. Instead of, how do we get everyone to use this? A team leader can ask, what is our strategy to onboard the whole team to this new platform successfully? Using onboard shows that you think in a more strategic way. You are not just thinking about one event, like one training class. You are thinking about the whole journey. To onboard an employee is not just showing them where the bathroom is. It is helping them understand the company culture. It is giving them the tools and support to do a great job. It is helping them feel like part of the family. To onboard a new software is not just sending an email with a link. It is about providing training, answering questions, and getting everyone to feel good about the change. The word onboard shows that you think about systems, not just single tasks. It is a word that shows you are thorough, you are professional, and you care about long-term success. That is a wonderful message to send. Word number 10, low-hanging fruit. We have arrived at our final phrase, number 10. This is a classic phrase from the world of business. It is a very effective way to talk about priorities and to get fast results. The phrase is low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit. First, what do people usually say instead? They might say, let's do the easy wins first. Or, what are the quickest tasks we can finish? Or, let's start with the simple stuff. These phrases are fine. We understand them, but they do not sound very strategic. Easy wins can make the work sound small or not important. Quick tasks only thinks about speed, not about the result. And simple stuff is just too casual for a professional meeting. This is where the metaphor of low-hanging fruit is perfect. Imagine a big tree full of apples. Some apples are at the very top of the tree. They are hard to reach. But some apples are on the lower branches. They are easy to reach. You can just reach out your hand and pick them. This is the low-hanging fruit. In business, low-hanging fruit means the goals that are easiest to achieve. They give you a good result for a small amount of effort. Let's see how we can use this phrase. A team is talking about how to get more sales. Instead of saying, let's do the easy things first, a leader could say, before we create a big new marketing plan, let's look for the low-hanging fruit. For example, can we call some of our old clients? This is a very strategic suggestion. It is smart. Here is one more example. A manager is planning a very big, long project. The manager might say, to build some positive energy for this project, I think we should focus on the low-hanging fruit first. If we finish these two small parts quickly, the team will feel great and our bosses will see our progress. I know this phrase can sometimes sound like a cliche. A cliche is an idea that is used so much it becomes a little boring. But this phrase is popular for a reason. It works. The power of low-hanging fruit is not just that it is easy. It is that it gives a high reward for a low amount of work. It is a smart choice. Using this phrase shows that you think about efficiency. You think about momentum. You understand that getting some quick, visible wins is important for the team's feeling, for their morale. You are not saying, let's be lazy. You are saying, let's be smart. Let's get the biggest result for the smallest effort right now. This will build a strong foundation for the harder work that will come later. It is a phrase that immediately shows you have good business sense. And there you have it. 10 smart, powerful words and phrases. These words can truly change how you are seen at work. From being proactive to finding the low-hanging fruit. From asking someone to elaborate to talking about your bandwidth. These are the tools of a clear, confident, and strategic person. Did you notice something that all these words share? The secret is not about using big, difficult words to sound like a dictionary. No, not at all. The secret is about replacing weak, unclear, or negative words with words that are precise, active, and professional. It is about communicating with purpose in every conversation. When you make these small changes to your vocabulary, you show the world that you are a clear thinker. You show them that you are in control, and you show them that you respect their time. The power of language is a real thing, my friend. It changes how people think about you. It opens new doors for you. Your homework is to start small. Choose just 1 or 2 of these words this week. Try to use them in an email or in a meeting. See how it feels. Notice how it changes the conversation. You will start to feel more authority. Your ideas will have more power, and you will earn the respect that you deserve. You can do this. I believe in you. Thank you for learning with me today. We learned 10 wonderful words. But remember, learning is a journey. It takes time. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. Keep going. You are doing an amazing job. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being here. It was a joy to spend this time with you. Now I would love to hear from you. Which of these 10 words did you like the most? Which word are you excited to try this week? Please leave a comment and share your favorite word. I love reading your comments. And if this episode helped you, please give it a like or a 5-star rating. It is a small click for you, but it means so much to me. Thank you for being part of our special learning community. Until next time, take care. See you next time, my friend.